Good evening and welcome to Cy Fair FCU Stadium on the northwest side of Houston, Texas for the Varsity Wires Radio Network Thursday Night Lights Game of the Week as Cypress Falls takes on Jersey Village. Good evening, everybody. Zach Babb here alongside Mac Honer for yet another Thursday evening of some high school football action here in the great state of Texas, just outside of the Houston area in Cypress officially. And Mac, two teams tonight that have had kind of opposite trajectories as of late. We'll start off with Cy Falls. They come in a little, not worse for wear, but probably not where they want to be. They have a 3-3 record. They're 2-1 in district play. They had some growing pains. They dealt with some injuries early on. They opened the season with a 41-27 win over Cy Lakes and then lost 3 in a row. Here's the catch. They were in all 3 of those games. A 24-21 loss to a really good Klein Oak team, 51-44 loss to what's a really good Clear Falls team, and then a 33-21 loss to a Memorial team that's currently leading the district. So you can look at those 3 losses and be like, obviously, yes, you want to get the win, but that's 3 really good teams. They've bounced back with a 56-17 win over Cy Creek and then a 56-3 drubbing of Northbrook last week. And so you look at the body of work overall, and if you're Chris Brister and the Cypress Falls Golden Eagles, you're thinking, we got a pretty good football team right now.
Absolutely, he thinks that. And he sees this great momentum that's been building up over the last 2 weeks and like, man, we have made the necessary adjustments to put ourselves in a position to win. And right now they sit number 3 spot in the district. And this is a team that has a history of winning. This has been a football program. They like to make the playoffs. They like to be in the conversation and in the hunt. Winning the district last year, they're trying to repeat back where they came from. But it's all going to be a fun night to watch in Dujumbois tonight. And I wanted to be the first one to say it and get it right.
Congratulations.
In Dujumbois, going out here and making his case tonight and really running this offense and seeing what their defense can also do to put a complete game on the field this evening.
Christian Nunjabois, by the way, he is the quarterback for Cy Falls, only a sophomore. So he's a 15-year-old kid, but and we'll hear it later from in our interview with Chris Brister, a kid who is wise beyond a quarterback should be at 15 years old. He's had some growing pains, yes, because he's still a young quarterback. He's still learning the varsity game, things of that nature. But when you're starting a sophomore, a lot, all you can ask for a lot of times is just to be calm, protect the football, manage the offense well, and he's done all 3 of those things.
Think about how smart he has become this year so far. He's not throwing the ball a lot, and probably rightfully so. He's still young, only averaging 170 yards per game out there, but they're really going to rely on that running game between Wilson and Simpson. Those guys are going to get a steady dose of the ball the entire night tonight, but you think about in Dujumbois, I mean, next year, you know how these kids mature from 16 to 17 and 15 to 16. He's going to be a full-grown man next year, and I can't wait to see what he does next year when he becomes really a complete package of a player.
On the other side of things, Jersey Village, they are coming in with a 2-4 record. They are 1-2 in district play. They had a defensive war of attrition for the ages in their opener against A-Leaf Hastings. It was a 14-3 win. And since then, they've dropped 4 of 5 games. Langham Creek, they lost 54-3. Shut out by Cy Springs, 58-0. They rebounded with a pretty big win over Northbrook, 34-14, but then struggled against Cy Fair and Stratford, 2 of the bells of the ball right now in the 17-6A landscape. So you can look at it and say, yes, 2-4, yes, that's not where you want to be, but they've played a very tough schedule, I think, so far here. And defense has kind of been the calling card of Lavelle Norris. He's the former defensive coordinator for this team before getting the head coaching job last year, taking over for the longtime head coach in David Snookhouse. So, you look at what this team can do. They are good at stopping plays. They just need to kind of try and find their groove offensively, and sometimes it's hit, sometimes it hasn't for Jersey Village, and that's just kind of one of the things about it, especially when you have a second-year head coach who technically had the interim tag on him last year. There's still kind of a new learning process for everybody right now.
Well, if there's ever been a must-win battle cry, it's tonight for Jersey Village. The Falcons have got to come out and put some numbers up, and they got a heck of a test tonight. And they're not throwing the ball a lot. They're running the ball a lot. This is going to be a ground-pound game all night long, and I want to focus in on, as you usually do, Zach, that offensive line on both sides. Who are the big boys up front that can move the tanks around and get some gaps where these guys can actually open up their offense a little bit more? So We typically all like to look at the running backs. We love to look at the quarterbacks, but I'm looking at the big boys in the middle tonight because both teams are going to put the ball on the ground and they're going to run it.
It should be a classic ground and pound sort of football game as Jersey Village and Cy Falls getting ready to do battle here under the Thursday night lights at Cy Fair FCU Stadium on the northwest side of Houston. We'll go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, it's a visit with each of the head coaches. We've got Chris Brister, the head coach of Cy Falls, and Lavelle Norris, the head coach of Jersey Village. That's coming up here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Welcome back into the pregame show. It is the Varsity Wires Radio Network Thursday Night Lights game of the week. Cy Falls and Jersey Village tonight from Cy Fair FCU Stadium. It's now time to visit with the head coach of the Golden Eagles, Chris Brister. Coach, Coming into this season, I think expectations have been high. They've been high for a while at Cy Falls, really, since you took over, and even before that, obviously first school to ever make a state title appearance in Cy Fair ISD way back in '06. So winning consistently has been a thing at Cy Falls for a while. The 3-game losing streak you had in the early stages of this season, your team was still in every game. What's kind of been your diagnoses to this point of how your season's looked, and even in those 3 losses, it was competitive all the way through?
Sure, we're happy with where we're at. You mentioned the 3 losses. We had some injury situations in that. We also have a very young team. There's quite a few sophomores playing for us. There's some juniors, and then some seniors that had some time last year. So you factor a little bit of all that in, and you're playing some good football teams at that time. You're playing Klein Oak, who's perennially in the playoffs. Clear Falls has, in my opinion, the best quarterback in Texas. And then Memorial's on the best start that they've had in years. So, and we're in all those games. I think that made us better. It surely refocused us, I think that's put us maybe in a better place than, if you don't ever want to say, man, it's great that we lost. I mean, that's a terrible thing to say, but I will give our kids and our program credit that we learned from each of them. We've stayed the course, and what's been good for us for, you mentioned, a long time. And, here we are. I think we're playing pretty good football now.
You mentioned some of the youth on this roster, Christian and Dunjabois, excuse me. I'm going to have to get that down at some point tonight. But he's just a sophomore. Been playing some really good football. Just talk about, the talent that 15-year-old kid has that he's and leading your team from an offensive standpoint.
Well, first off, he's a really intelligent kid, and so he makes good decisions on the field. Now, that doesn't mean that he hasn't had growing pains, but he's got a talented group around him, in the way of receivers and running backs, and so there's some weapons that he's thrown to. But he's just done a good job of leading our team to this point, and we've got some other quarterbacks that do a really good job as well.
When you look at the defense on this squad, I mean, the last couple years, maybe one of the greatest defensive runs of any school I've ever seen in Cy Fair. I mean, you pitched 3 shutouts in a row at one point. 4 shutouts in a row. Excuse me. Sorry, Coach. You were the DC here under Kirk Eaton before you got the head coaching job. I know defense is in your DNA. Maybe you're not pitching 4 shutouts in a row this year, but talk about hanging an identity around the defensive side of the ball and what that means, not just this year, but historically at Cy Falls.
Well, I think it's always been important to Cy Falls, and when we've had good football teams, it's always been because we've had good defenses. But I think you could probably say that about everybody. I will say that it's been an identity that certainly wasn't established by me, but I have been here 20 years, and I've worked on the defensive side the whole time other than being the head coach for the last 9 years. But defense has been a big deal to us. We put a premium on, and I don't know that our schemes are any different than anybody else. I think it just may be the way that we approach it and coach it. I don't know. It's hard to say. But this defense is coming around. Obviously we lost a player last year in Caleb Burns that was, voted the best defensive player in Houston. So it's hard to replace a guy like that. But there are talented pieces around him that are coming into their own, in game, where are we now? Game 7 of the season, and so we're getting better week to week, and credit to our staff and credit to our kids for that as well.
Give me the quick scouting report without tipping your hand too much on Jersey Village tonight. They're a team that's had their fair share of struggles at points this year, but still a very talented football team. What do you make of them, and what makes them a challenge to compete against?
Well, they're a really good football team. To begin with, and you get a little body of work now with 6 games under your belt, and but they're a quality football team. I think I'm going to tell you everything that every coach says, but it's true. It's true. In any high school football game, you've got to be able to stop the run, and you've got to run the football, and so. That's the goal tonight. They run the football extremely well. Coach Norris uses a lot of different formations that honestly you don't see necessarily in today's high school football, but it presents its own challenges. So it's like you come in and you're playing a game plan that is a little bit foreign because you haven't had to do that this season. So I'm interested to see how that holds up. And then defensively, Coach Bierwinkle, is, in my mind, one of the better guys historically in Cy Fair ISD as far as the defensive coordinator is concerned. So I know he's going to have his kids ready and coached up to defend us. So, defend the run, be able to run the football. Every coach in America will tell you that, but it's still true.
Well, there's 2 keys right there. If you had throw a couple more keys in there for my final question to Cy Falls win tonight.
The same coach speak. It's limit turnovers. You got to create more on your side than you give to them. But all of those adages, ring true. We're not great in the turnover margin right now. I mean, we're in the positive, but there's been some years where we've been really in the positive, and so we've got to get more takeaways and take care of the football a little bit better. But every coach will tell you that.
Coach Brewster, sounds like you've done this a few times. Appreciate your time tonight.
Yes, sir.
Best of luck.
Appreciate you.
That's Chris Brewster, head coach of Cy Falls. We'll take a quick break here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Welcome back into the pregame show here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team, as we continue our pregame countdown towards Cy Falls and Jersey Village from Cy Fair FCU Stadium. Thursday night lights here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network. It's now time for our visit with the head coach of the Falcons. We've got Lavelle Norris here with us. And, you know, Coach, starting off, if people don't know your story, you've only been the head coach here at Jersey Village for now your second year. But you've been here for a while. You were under David Snookhouse before, all the way back to 2017. Started out as a general assistant and then onto the defensive coordinator position. So, you know, people may just quick glance and say, oh, it's a second-year head coach. No, you've been here for a while. It's just now it's your program to, like you told me earlier, mold and develop and just talk about your journey here to Jersey Village and what you love so much about this program.
That is correct. I'm a San Antonio native. You know, I graduated from John Jay High School, and I actually went back there and coached there for 10 years. Coached at some other schools in San Antonio. My dad, he worked here at Lone Star College, and he always told me, he said, boy, you need to get to Houston as fast as you can. Well, I had an opportunity in 17 to bring my youngest son up here and play at Jersey Village. I coached as a general assistant, assistant football, assistant track for 1 year. Then after that, I became the defense coordinator and head track coach at Jersey Village, and I served that role all the way until last year, where I was named the interim head football coach. Then in December, I was named, removed the interim tag off, and I was the head football coach, campus coordinator, which has always been a dream of mine. The community of Jersey Village is one of the best communities I've ever been a part of, if not the best, where they're going to go out there and they're going to support you, win, lose, or draw, as long as you're doing right by the kids.
When you look at the body of work so far this season, I know the record probably not exactly where you want it to be right now, but your kids have fought hard. They've played in some tough competition this year. And like your counterpart, Chris Brister, you're a defensive guy by trade. So talk about kind of the identity of a defense and a defensive-minded team, kind of like Cy Falls has as well, and what they've put together so far this year on that side of the ball.
Yes, I am a defensive coach by nature, but this past year I've taken over as the, Coach Jabbar is my offensive coordinator, but I am the offensive play caller.
Okay.
So I truly believe that the identity of your team goes with the offense, because now I can shape and mold what I want to see from an offensive standpoint, from a defensive mindset, if that makes sense. Are we doing things brand new? Not necessarily, because I have been a part of this program, going close to 8 to 9 years. So everything from an off-season standpoint and things like that, I always had my hands a part of it or in it. But now, like you said, it's my program. The coaches have a big say-so in it, but bottom line is, whatever I want to get done, that's what we're going to get done.
What have you been the most impressed with, happy about, whatever positive phrase you want to use with your kids so far this season, fighting through the competition they have and playing hard?
I would say that they've never given up. I've been a part of some lean years here where they're lean, but we still make the playoffs. So you go against, you go a couple stretches where you don't win a ball game, and just the moral of the team is down and things like that. But I mean, these seniors have surprised me. This team has surprised me by, when we look at going to practice on a Monday, or in the locker room after a loss, they're not satisfied with a loss, but they're eager to get back, to get better, and do all we can to get a victory.
National anthem testing going on behind us here, but as we continue our interview, Coach, kind of give me the scouting report without tipping your hand too much on Cy Falls and what makes them a challenging team to play against.
They're athletic with a lot of speed, and that's the bottom line on that. You know, and not saying that we're unathletic, but they're a little bit more athletic than we are, and they're a lot faster than we are. So whatever we have to do, we have to make sure we control the game. The way I look at it, we got to be able to run the football. We got to be able to run the football and defend the run, and always, always, always cover the vertical passing game.
Coach, I was going to ask you for keys to a win, but I think you just gave me some really good keys there for a Falcons victory. Coach, thank you for your time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's Lavelle Norris, head coach of the Jersey Village Falcons. We'll take a break here on the pregame show. More in a bit on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Welcome back here to Cy Fair FCU Stadium. We are just about 2 minutes away from kickoff between Cy Falls and Jersey Village here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. Zach Babb alongside Mac Honer. Our spotter this evening, James McNew, as both teams come out to midfield for the coin toss. It's a black-on-black game, as Jersey Village wearing the all-black uniforms today.
Ooh.
And Cy Falls black helmets and black pants to go with their white road jerseys. So
let's make sure we give plenty of shout-out credit to our spotter tonight with that black.
Yes, it's a little harder to look
and
at
the black and the red outlines,
the purple numbers on the black jerseys. Looks like our official is not mic'd up tonight. Jersey Village, he has indicated, though, Jersey Village won the toss, elected to defer, so Cy Falls will get the ball to start this game.
Well, I really appreciated some of those pregame interviews you did with both those coaches, Zach. I just love the fact that they were so accommodating to you and very open about the programs. And I love the general respect that both and all of these coaches within the district have for each other. Nice work on that interview.
Looks like they're trying to get the ref mic going there, and does appear to be working.
Testing.
You can hear our white hat official saying testing into the mic. It looks like we are good to go.
You know, I've liked the fact that we've had so much more student participation in these games recently this year.
Mm-hmm.
We had talked about that a little bit over the last couple of years at what COVID had done, and and all the different participation levels, but it sure seems like, Zach, a lot of the kids are coming up making this an active part of their Thursday nights, and it's so happy to see that coming back alive within our football district.
Jason Valdez will kick it off here for Jersey Village to get this game going. Back deep to receive for Cy Falls is Andre Lewis and a freshman, Carzell Davis, out there. He does not look like a freshman. The build of more of a junior or senior. And there's the opening kickoff for Valdez. He's got it teed up on the right hash at the 40-yard line. Waiting for the signal from the officials. We get it. Valdez spreads the special teams unit out. He's going to go for the high, short kick towards the sideline. Going to be fielded at about the 19-yard line, and some space. And breaking away from one tackle is Braylon Austin. He's going to try and take the opening kickoff back. He's got one man to beat, closing in on him and tackling him out of bounds inside the red zone. A beautiful return by Braylon Austin, and Leo Barber saved a touchdown with that tackle.
Boy, great breakaway speed. When he got in the middle of it, you saw him maybe deteriorating just a little bit. What a huge block he got by James Henderson. Henderson looked back like, hey, we still running? Sees this guy with the ball and puts a big shove on this defensive player and just knocks him on his backside to open up that hole at midfield.
So great starting field position for Cy Falls. They're going to be at the Jersey Village 13 to begin this game as the Cy Falls band plays the NFL on Fox theme behind us. Pistol formation here for Ndunjaba. And take it, zone read, handoff, and going nowhere is the running back Gabe Wilson. The senior dropped for a 6-yard loss at the 19. Coming up with the tackle was Naveen Govindaranhan.
Boy, just wide open on the left side of the defensive side. Govindaranhan came in and just had that wide open space and pushes him back. Gets him right there in the middle and takes him down for a loss of 6 on the play.
Lining right back up, a tight formation here for Cy Falls. They're going to take it and pitch it on the reverse. There is a little bit of space, but it closes pretty fast for Cantrell Love. Coming up with the tackle was Cale Thigpen, the highly recruited defensive end for Jersey Village. He gets up to the 16-yard line, so it's just a gain of 3 on the play.
Well, good bounce back from the defense here for the Eagles or for the Falcons so far on these first 2 plays. It could be a little bit demoralizing, someone running down 65 yards on an opening kick, but nice work so far in these 2 defensive stops.
2 running backs in this set now for Cy Falls and 3 receivers. Shotgun formation for Ndunjaba. He's going to hand this one off on the reverse. There's some space, and walking into the end zone, touchdown, Liam Madkins, the receiver who lined up as a running back, walks it into the end zone from 16 yards out, and it's 6-0 Golden Eagles.
Boy, it didn't even look like Matkins had to work that hard at that run. I mean, he came through there and made 2, maybe 3 moves like he was running through a small maze. Fantastic job. And the left side of that offensive line just got a fantastic push right out of the gate on that snap.
Julian Cardenas on to attempt the extra point here. 6-0 Cy Falls, just 10:37 still to play in the first quarter. And the kick is almost blocked, but it is up and good nonetheless. And so, just a minute and 23 seconds into this game, Cy Falls has the lead. It's a 7-0 lead here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
.10:37 to play here in the opening quarter. Cy Falls already with a 7-0 lead. Our rapid mailroom drive wrap-up, 3 plays, 13 yards. 1 minute and 23 seconds off the clock. Cy Falls strikes first on a 13-yard carry from Liam Madkins. Kicking unit on for Cy Falls. It's going to be Owen Fuentes doing the kicking. Swings his right leg at it, sends this one high and deep, and it's going to be fielded at about the 6-yard line by Josiah Hamilton, and he's got some space, shedding a couple tackles, and finally folded up past the 40 to the 43-yard line. Coming up with the tackle that time was Cottrell Love. And Love may have saved a touchdown himself there, too. So 2 early big special teams plays for both teams. Cy Falls has got them all the way down to the 16 of Jersey Village, or the 13, I should say, and Jersey Village gets up past their own 40 to the 42.
Boy, Love did a great job, and you're right, he did save that touchdown. He was running full guns, got him around the waist. I love the fact that they kicked it deep, but you know what they did on the last kickoff? The little freshman, they didn't want to kick it to him. So that's an interesting play.
Zone read, quarterback keeper goes nowhere, swamped in the backfield. Initial hit came from Dominique Coleman, but Caden Jones was there to clean it up. It's a loss of 3 on the play on the quarterback keeper for Jersey Village.
Well, we talk about a ground and pound game, and defense has got to step up on both sides. And boy, what a good physical start that we've had so far. Early in the first here was this sack.
Jaden Hudson, by the way, is the quarterback for Jersey Village. They're going to send the tight end in motion here. Hudson takes the snap, drops back to throw, has a lot of time, but the pocket collapses around him, taken down for a sack. Pair of players were in there, but it was led by Albert Allen, and it's another loss back to the 32-yard line. Loss of 7 on that play, and that brings up 3rd down and 20.
Looking for 2 deep receivers on that play. He had a little bit of time, probably enough if he had a little bit of a cross route just over that midsection of the defense, he probably could have completed it. But Caden McCarty, boy, he gets half credit for that sack as well.
So 3rd and 20 now for Jersey Village. They send the receiver in motion. That's Hamilton. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. They're trying to set up the screen. It's pretty well developing. And look out, a lot of space here. This is going to be a tackle, though, at the 46-yard line. Coming up from behind again was Albert Allen, who just had that sack. Some great closing speed after a 15-yard gain that'll bring up 4th and 5.
You talk about a textbook screenplay. That was fantastic. Yeah, 4 big boys out front of the reception. Calvin Thigpen, your big man out there, number 71, leading that play and just could not outrun the defender. But you talk about a beautiful screen. Boy, they did a nice work on that.
They're going for it here on 4th down and 5. Jersey Village is. Hard count for Hudson, takes it. It's going to be a no quarterback keeper, and he is not going to get it. Gets up to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2 on the play, not near enough for the 5 they needed. Kaysen Warren makes the tackle, and the Falcons turn it over on downs.
Well, you know Norris wanted to go for that. I mean, you're trying to find some type of identity in this game and get some confidence with your players, and maybe not the best play call, a little play action to the left side, but again, 4th down and 5 midfield, take your shot, tell your defense to step up.
So the defense back on for Jersey Village, and Cy Falls' offense takes the field. 8:21 to play here in the opening frame. It's 7-0 Golden Eagles, and they've got the ball. And Dujabois, the quarterback, he's in the pistol. He's got a tight end in this set and 3 receivers. And Dujabois, pass play, off of play action, chucks it down the field, and too tall, and a late flag comes in. The intended target was Andre Lewis, but they may get Jeremiah Reyes for pass interference or maybe a hold at least.
Boy, Dujabois, he had plenty of time back there to make that play. I'm good to see that he's trying to release a few pass plays, had his receiver in full stride. It's going to be an interference play.
Defense number 18, 15 yards from the previous spot, 1st down.
So it's a 15-yard penalty on Jersey Village, and that will give the Golden Eagles a 1st down. You could see Lavelle Norris down there waving his hand over his head saying the ball was uncatchable, but he loses that argument, and it's 1st down and 10 for the Golden Eagles from the Jersey Village 34. Hard count. Jersey Village almost jumped. The Golden Eagles don't snap it. And Dunjaba gets his signals from the sidelines.
I'm not so sure Norris didn't have a good case on that ball uncatchable over the top of his head.
Pistol set here. Play clock down to 3, and Dunjaba under pressure. He's trying to scramble, cuts back to his right, throws this one on the run. There is a man there diving in, his unintended target, but it's incomplete. Dropped a very hard effort for Murray Charles, who I don't even think was the intended target on that play, Mac. It just kind of went over the intended target's head.
No, I think it
was Charles diving for it to try and make something out of nothing.
It was a great athletic play. He laid completely out on it, and it would have been a great play if he caught it. It was a great play, just the effort alone, but I think he was looking for Matkins. Matkins was his guy. He just overthrew Matkins. He had room to connect with him. Probably clearly a good 7 yards in the field of play, but just overshot him.
Second down and 10 now for Cy Falls. 3 receivers trips to the left side of the line here. 2 running backs in this set for Ndunjaba, and he's going to hand this one off to Wilson, and Wilson will get a modest gain up to the 30-yard line, gain of 4 on the play before he is brought down by Jeremiah Reyes, and so it brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Golden Eagles.
Good mix of different plays that they're doing, trying to get Ndunjaba to throw the ball a little bit more. I do love that. You can see he's a little bit of a sophomore, not really connecting with his target so much, but he's gotten time from his offensive line to make some type of play. So this balanced attack that they have, I like what they're doing so far.
7.5 to play here in the first quarter. Play clock down to 10. Cy Falls looks a little confused offensively. Trying to get the call in. Play clock now down to 5. They line it up here in Ndunjaba in the same formation as last time, and they're going to run out of time, and I think Chris Brister just took a timeout. Indeed, he did.
Timeout, offense. First timeout of the half.
Feels like they've really scripted out that first series of plays pretty good, and they said, all right, we're going to come out, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to mix it up nicely, and I think that was the end of the script. Probably going back, and now they're trying to rotate plays back in and not getting the right cadence that they want, and not getting the communication where it needs to be.
Further reminder, this broadcast is brought to you by Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has specialized in full-service residential and commercial restoration, roofing, and structure repair services from damage caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from start to finish and get your property back to normal and better than before. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Both teams back on the field here on a 3rd down and 6 for Cy Falls. So far, they've converted the only 3rd down they faced in this game, and it was for a touchdown. Takes the snap. This is going to be a handoff, zone read, and another burst of speed to the outside. 10-5 touchdown, Cy Falls. 30-yard touchdown. It's his 2nd of the game. Liam Matkins again on 3rd down takes it to the house, and it's 13-0 Golden Eagles.
Boy, what a great athletic ability Liam Matkins showed on that play. Not to give him all the credit, but boy, he sure was athletic on that. But Charles Murray, that downfield block of him, boy, he got the guy right when he needed to spring him for that last 7 yards.
Special teams unit on for the extra point. Snap is up, kick is good, and a late flag flies in. Let's see what this is for. Here's the call. Maybe.
Maybe it was just offsides on defense.
Still sorting this out here.
The try is good. Personal foul, leveraging on the defense number 11. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Spotter called it. It is leverage, and so it'll be a penalty on Jersey Village that'll back the kickoff up 15 yards. So it's 14-0. Cy Falls here, 7:05 to play in the first quarter.
Well, they almost got a mid on it. Both of those extra points were close to being blocked. They've got some good corners that are coming in on that play, just trying to knock that thing off the foot of that kicker. But the leverage play, man, I don't know why you do that anymore. I don't think anyone ever gets away with that play.
Nope, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not these days. So back deep to receive for Jersey Village is Josiah Hamilton and Jeremiah Reyes. The kickoff will now be from the 45-yard line in Jersey Village territory. Doing the kicking will be Julian Cardenas. This will probably be a touchback unless Cy Falls tries to pull off a surprise onside or something here.
I'm betting against it. Watch it happen now. Now watch it happen.
Yeah, now watch it happen.
Now I've jinxed it.
The good old broadcaster's jinx. And they may be lining up here for the onside attempt. This is going to be an interesting angle from Cardenas with the short field, and it is going to be an onside kick. It takes an awkward hop, and who fell on it? There's a scramble, and I think Jersey Village barely hung on to it, and they did at the 28-yard line. Coming up with the recovery was a number we don't have, number 29.
Oh, boy. Sorry about that, number 29. But you're right about the onside kick. I didn't see it coming. I wasn't even thinking about the field position that they had. So I guess why wouldn't you, when you're starting in your opponent's field position, you got yourself clearly a new opportunity.
So 7:02 to play here in this opening quarter. Still 14-0 Golden Eagles. And Jersey Village handoff to the running back, and he's got some space and then gets hit hard near the 35 and refuses to go down. Forward progress will actually get him the 35. It's a 7-yard gain for the running back, Jaden Perkins.
Boy, I tell you what, Perkins did a great job. After that initial hit, just kept the feet moving. I mean, he wasn't just made contact with. He was stuck. I mean, that was a good, hard helmet-to-helmet almost approach to that tackle and just kept it moving to pick up an extra 5.
Another tight formation here for Jersey Village. Takes the snap, a handoff again. Flag comes flying in. It's Perkins again on the carry to the right side. As it stands, it's a gain of 2. But let's check the flag. It looks like it's going to be holding on JV.
Holding, number 71 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Second down.
Calvin Thigpen, the guilty party there.
Yeah, Thigpen, he's been working so far today. He's done a great job on setting up on that one screen play, and he's done a nice work on a few of these run plays of busting open some holes down there in the middle.
So turn into 2nd and 13. Push this one back to the 25-yard line here for Jersey Village. Another bunch formation here with a couple tight ends in this set, 2 receivers and a running back. There's the snap. It's going to be play action, throw on the run, caught and tattooed right at the line of scrimmage. That was Jeremiah Reyes with the catch, but James Henderson read the play beautifully and came flying in to deliver the hit.
Trying to get some kind of misdirection. Most of your defenders are on the left side. The screen goes back out to the right side, and there was 1 Falcon and 2 Eagles over there, and that play had no hope.
So 3rd down and 13 now for Jersey Village. They have failed to convert on the only 3rd down they've faced so far today. They're going to spread them out a bit more now here. A tight end and 3 receivers in this set as they move from left to right. Cy Falls is showing blitz here. They're going to bring it the house and trying to steer away, but nowhere to go. Coming up with the sack is Caden McCarty. All the way back to the 18-yard line. It's a loss of 7 on the play. And will bring up 4th down and 20, and Jersey Village again will have to punt it away.
Boy, McCarty and Harris, they were all in full-on blitz on that place. Did a great job. McCarty gets the old thing where you do the old slinging the dirt over the top of the shoulder thing. He wanted to show out a little bit, make sure he got a chance to celebrate his sack.
Here is the punt, almost blocked. It takes a weird little hop to keep going through, and then a very favorable Jersey Village roll down to the 40-yard line. So the Falcons very lucky that ended up as good as it was, and Braylon Austin had to kind of back away from it there. A 42-yard punt at the end of the day, and 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles here with 4:32 to play in the opening quarter and a 14-0 lead.
That punt's not your traditional punt, not that big spiral that goes towards the sideline. It is the end over end that's got about a 30-degree loft on it and just got over the hand of the defense.
Now, they might have ruled this was touched by Jersey Village.
I think it hit his
11
foot.
yards up, yeah, because they're putting it at the 49 in Jersey Village territory.
Yeah.
So subtract 11 from that punt, as they said it was touched by Jersey Village at the 49. So
I tell you what happened. They came down to try to make that stop. It hit his foot. It hit his foot and then took that weird bounce forward. That's what it was.
I think you're right, Mac. As new quarterback comes in here, this is going to be a handoff and trying to find a seam there for a second, and finding a seam was Duron Simpson as he comes in for a pretty good gain before Eduardo Sandoval takes him down.
Boy, Sandoval turned that large jersey into a double XL. He got a big handful of cloth on that one, knocking him out of bounds.
5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5. New quarterback for Cy Falls, by the way, is Brandon Derbigny. They will rotate quarterbacks every once in a while here, Cy Falls will. They're going to send a tight end in motion. He'll set up on the left side, takes the snap. Going to be a handoff to Wilson, trying to cut the corner. Flag comes in, but Wilson goes down actually for a loss back to the 45. We'll see if Jersey Village, if this is a hold, even accepts the penalty.
Sideline warning on the offense.
Just a sideline warning on Cy Falls, so the play is actually going to stand. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play for Wilson.
It's kind of odd when you get a sideline warning on Cy Falls and you look over there, there's 5 coaches with green shirts with their hands up in the air. What'd I do?
So 3rd down and 6. Cy Falls has scored a touchdown on both 3rd downs they've faced so far today. Quarterback changing again to Ndunjabwa. Back in, and he's in the pistol. Takes the snap, drops back to throw, whistles, and flags. And this might have been a false start before the snap.
Has to be.
False start, number 81 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
It's the first penalty of the day against Cy Falls. Backs him up 5 yards and turns a 3rd and 6 into a 3rd and 11. That was the freshman, Carzell Davis, jumping a little early there.
Boy, Ndujabwa, he had a little time back there, too. And about the time they blew the whistle and dropped the flag, he was winding up, ready to take a shot. I love the fact they got this young freshman. They're giving him some time on the opening kickoff and giving him a chance to get this exposure.
Send a man in motion here, and Ndunjabwa is going to try and set up a screen here to Wilson. He makes the first man miss, but is pancaked. And did that football come out at the end? Yes, it did. Jersey Village recovers it. Fumble by Gabe Wilson. And it looks like, out of the mass of humanity, maybe it was Diego De La Torre who got a hand on it. There were a swarm of black jerseys in there, but a big turnover nonetheless for Jersey Village.
Boy, that's the big break they need early here. They've got to do something with this turnover now with 2:52 in the first. They've got to put some points on the board. You're not going to get too many of those turnover opportunities. And while you do, you got to make the best of it here.
So Jersey Village with 2:52 to play here in the opening quarter, trying to get their first points of the game. They're down by 14. It's going to be a pass play. Hudson zings it, and it was almost intercepted. Intended that time for Josiah Hamilton, and nearly coming away with the pick, trying to jump the route, was James Henderson.
Boy, Henderson, he closed a lot of ground. I mean, he came back in about from 10 yards out. He read the eyes of that quarterback just right. And if that ball was not thrown low, that could have been a pick for Henderson.
Jersey Village will break their huddle and line up here again on 2nd down and 10. Hudson takes the snap. Going to be a handoff, and he popped free from a tackle, cuts back the other direction, and then gets taken down at the 40, or the 50, excuse me. So at the end of the day, it's a very long 3-yard loss.
Dominic Coleman, he was your linebacker that had that great spot. Whenever he was coming left, he had him wrapped up. I mean, just a beautiful angle on him. Had him wrapped up and just got away and goes back over to the right side. He almost got him one.
They'll break the huddle here. Jersey Village on 3rd and 13. That was a loss of 3 on the play. 3 receiver spread. They're going to send one of them in motion. That's Ohlers. Takes the snap, looking, zings this one down the field, but it's intercepted. Back the other way comes Cy Falls. It's Liam Madkins, and a flag comes in as Madkins got drilled at the end of that play. Flags fly. And it looks like it's going to be a face mask as his helmet came flying off. But everyone appears to be okay, and Madkins having himself a game, 2 touchdowns on the offense and then an interception on the defense.
Boy, there he is a workhorse.
Smash, number 66 of the defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, 1st down.
Talking about what a workhorse Madkins is, playing both sides of the ball. He looks good out there. As a junior, think about what that kid's going to look like next year and what kind of contribution he's going to make to this team. That's a solid contributor to this offense and defense here for the Eagles.
So it goes all the way down to the 27. And it'll be a first down and 10 here for Cy Falls, trying to add to their lead with $1:53 to play here in the first quarter. And Dunjaba is the quarterback. He's going to hand this one off to Simpson. Tries to turn the corner. Flag comes in. A stiff arm into the end zone. For now, it's a touchdown, but this flag is in the area of holding usually.
Well, Darren Simpson, he put that stiff arm out there, and he was just pushing off defenders all the way. I was wondering if he got maybe his hand inside someone's face mask as he's trying to push away.
Number 16 of the offense.
And there's your answer.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
Cottrell Love, the guilty party that time, takes a touchdown off the board, and just the second penalty against Cy Falls will cost them 6 points and 10 yards.
Boy, Simpson looked good on that run too, man. He's got that long extended arm and just keeping the defenders off of him. He did a nice work on knocking 3 would-be tacklers off of him on that run.
So they'll back him up to the 37-yard line, and it's now first down and 20. $1:44 to play here in the opening quarter. And Dunjaba takes the snap, looking, pump fake, throws it over the middle, but incomplete. Tipped away that time into traffic. Nathan Reyes got a paw on it, and it's second down and 20.
Like to see more plays like that. Those little quick snap routes right across the middle. That's the first one I've really seen so far. Smith was right there, hands open, ready to go, and I think it just that fast of a pass with that short a distance, no way he could readjust his eyes to pull that in.
So Cy Falls lining it up here on second down and 20. 3-receiver spread and a tight end in this set. 2 receivers on the left side of the line here. And Dunjaba turn and say something to his running back real quick. Now takes the snap. He's got a lot of time. Throws it down the field. There is a man there. It is caught inside the 10 by Murray Charles from the 37 all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big gain on second and 20.
How good did Ndujumwa look on that pass play? Just great patience. Sat back there, had all the time in the world he needed to, delivered a strike over there, good for a 32-yard completion.
It's first and goal now for Cy Falls with $1:31 to play here in the opening frame. Trying to add to a 14-0 lead, the Golden Eagles are. And Dunjaba and the pistol this time. He's got the running back lined up behind him, Simpson. Takes the snap, handoff, Simpson trying to dive for the end zone, but he's going to be just a bit short. Tackled inside the 1, and Diego De La Torre saved a touchdown that time.
Well, this is where the big boys got to step up and do their thing. How many times have you seen the tush push work so far this year? You've been watching a lot of these games.
Yeah, it's worked quite a bit so far this season.
And one, I think Cy Falls was running it quite often, like last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you defend it? I still don't know how to defend it. And I don't know why every time you get within the 2-yard line, it seems like everyone automatically would probably run that play. It's just so effective.
New quarterback in, Brandon Derbigny. Let's see what they try and line up here. Play clock's down to 4, and let's see if they get the snap off. Down to 2, down to 1. And a timeout, Cy Falls. Their second they've had to burn this quarter.
Timeout, offense. Second charge timeout.
Boy, that came in late, man. Brister was running down that sideline trying to get the attention of that official to get that clock stopped.
It's the second time Cy Falls has had to burn a timeout here in the first quarter. A friendly reminder, this broadcast being brought to you by the Rapid Mailroom. For 40 years, locally owned and operated, the Rapid Mailroom has been packing items with care, and they'll get it there. They've got you covered from shipping to notary, P.O. Box, and holiday gift wrapping. Located at 7710 Cherry Park Drive in the heart of Copperfield, the Rapid Mailroom is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
So my old school brain just tells me, hey, we're on the 2-yard line, no confusion. Bring the big boys in, the little guys out, tush push, run it 3 times, guaranteed score.
We'll see what Cy Falls elects to do here. At one point, they were running a wing T a few years back. We're just a powerhouse running team. Not so much these days. They're going to line up in the shotgun with a tight end and 2 running backs here. Takes the snap and flags fly, and after all that, it looks like it's going to be a false start on the Golden Eagles.
If I'm Coach Brister, I'm losing my mind.
False start. Number 70 offense, not set when the ball was snapped. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Guilty party that time is Xavier Phillips, and now we've got an injury.
Injury timeout.
A Jersey Village player is down. They'll tend to him, and while they tend to him, we'll take a break here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network presented by the Collette King Team. Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before. .41 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. It's second and goal from the 6. The injured player for Jersey Village coming off the field under his own power, which is always good to see. Cy Falls now had a second and goal at the 1, and now is going to be a second and goal back at the 6. Same formation, though. Derbigny, the quarterback, lines up in the shotgun. They're going to send the tight end in motion from left to right. Takes the snap, handoff, trying to find some space, but not a lot. In fact, maybe a gain of a yard, if even that, for Gabe Wilson. And Eduardo Sandoval was the first man to make contact with him there, and it'll bring up third down and goal from the 5, or really a generous 6-yard line here.
Well, they're lucky it wasn't second and goal from the 11. Getting off that delay game.
Takes the snap. It's going to be a fade towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just missed the freshman Carzell Davis, and so on fourth and goal from the 5, the field goal unit will come on here for Cy Falls.
Boy, that's just a waste of a series, and you know what? They're going to go back and talk about that play. Offensive coordinator, get in the office. Come on over here. We're going to have a long chat about inside the red zone and certainly inside the 5-yard line. So, that's a tough one.
Yeah, Cy Falls got it down to the 1, but couldn't do anything beyond that. And this will end up being a 23-yard field goal attempt to make it a 17-0 game. Snap down, kick up, kick on the way, flutters through the uprights, and it's good. And that will also take us to the end of the first quarter. So it's 17-0 Cy Falls over Jersey Village after 1 here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
Start of the second quarter here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. It's 17-0 Cy Falls over Jersey Village. Cy Falls got it down to the 1, could not punch it in, opted for the chip shot 23-yard field goal that capped off a 5-play, 22-yard drive. That drive recap brought to you by the Wrap and Mail Room. And that is where we sit here at the start of the second quarter. 17-0 Cy Falls over Jersey Village. Hamilton and Reyes both back deep to receive for the Falcons, and Owen Fuentes about to send this one deep for Cy Falls.
You got to call that just a small victory win for the for Jersey Village. Just a good defensive stand. Give them complete credit. First and goal from the 1-yard line, and they only give up a 3 spot.
Here's the kickoff. It's going to be returnable way back at the 6-yard line, but a bit of a slip. But getting his footing again is Hamilton, and he'll get up the middle, bounces away from a couple tackles, sheds another one at the 30, still going up to the 35, cuts back towards the right to the 40, turns the corner at the 45, 50, burst of speed through the middle, past the 40, and taken down at the 35-yard line. Another strong return. Gabriel Collins saved a touchdown for the Cy Falls special teams unit, but a big return there for Hamilton, and some great field position here for Jersey Village. 1st and 10 from the Cy Falls 35.
Boy, Hamilton looked good on that. Boy, great job of finding his blockers going downfield. He probably ran the ball, east to west probably twice on that entire return, but nice work of finding his blockers and working behind them.
Handoff here on the first play of this drive, and not getting anywhere. In fact, losing a yard on the play was Jaden Perkins. Coming up with the stop that time in the backfield was Kason Warren. He'll get the TFL.
Well, he got a little help from Caden McCarty. McCarty wanted to put his hand up there and hey, don't forget me, guys. I got a little piece of that one too. He wanted to make sure he's waving to his relatives and the sideline and everybody else after that play.
2nd down and 11 now here for for Jersey Village, 2 receivers in this set. It's going to be another handoff to Perkins, and gets a little bit better of a push this time up to the 34-yard line, but just a gain of 2, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Jersey Village digging around in that playbook, trying to find that good play where they can stick 3 or 4 good plays together and get this drive going and stick it in the end zone. They got to get on the board here in the next 10:47.
Still 17-0 Golden Eagles right now. Jersey Village has had a couple sets of good field position, but haven't been able to cash in quite yet. Hudson, the quarterback, says something to his tight end real quick, and then lines it up. They're sending a receiver in motion. Play action to him. Looking, has some time, zips it, but behind his intended target. Was looking for Josiah Hamilton, but threw it just a little bit behind him. And it's 4th down and 9, and Jersey Village's struggles on 3rd down continue. They're now 0 of 4 in this game.
Yeah, whenever Hudson was back there, it looked like he had one target and one target only in his mind. His tight end line up on the right side had a good little slant route coming back and through. If he was looking back halfway through that route, he was open for about an 8-yard gain. But that play continued to run out left, never gave him a thought. He was definitely going to the right side on this play.
Jersey Village going for it here on 4th down and 9. Takes the snap, drops back, blitz is coming, steps up in the pocket, and gets folded up for a loss. A sack. It'll officially go down as for Caden McCarty. And again, Jersey Village, despite the good field position, they stall out. And it'll be a turnover on down. Cy Falls gets the ball back at their own 35.
Boy, McCarty's putting together a nice little game for himself defensively. He is in the mix on each one of these plays in each series for sure. That pocket collapse, he steps back up. There was a little bit of running space, just a little bit left, but I think he was blocked out, couldn't see it, but there was a little bit of an opening for him. But nonetheless, ball turns over on downs.
So 1st and 10 now for Cy Falls, trying to add to a 17-0 lead. Still 10-17 to play before the half. Takes the snap, play action, and Dunjabua throws it over the middle. That one's going to be caught by the fullback. That is Jeremiah Polanco. And now some confusion. They're going to thought the ball might have popped free, but it's going to be just ruled down at the 48-yard line. So a gain of 17 on the play.
Yeah, Polanco wide open on that slant route. Both teams have that route and have that play open for both possessions as they've run it. They haven't run it enough. I think Cy Falls is now finding that this is pretty much a guaranteed opportunity to pick up 5-6 yards.
They'll line it up quickly here. Bunch formation. Three receivers, play action. They're going to go double reverse. This one handed off to Love. He cuts to the outside and is taken down just shy of the 40 at the 41-yard line. And a flag on the play, resting up at the 50-yard line.
I think it could be a block in the back.
Legal procedure. 5 men in the backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. 1st down.
So too many men in the backfield there for Cy Falls, and that'll drag them back 5 yards.
I thought what I was looking at was number 60, but he's not on my roster. I may have that number wrong. It looked like he was blocking from behind on that, but.
So Cy Falls will line it up again here now on what is first down and 15 from the 47-yard line. Ndunjabois takes the snap, handoff. Following his blockers is Wilson, and found a seam up to the 48-yard line before he was taken down by Naveen Govindarajan. And it's going to be a gain of 5 on the play officially.
Boy, that left side of that line, it was Kingston Jones-Johnson, sophomore out there, just got a hold of his block and did a great job just turning him back to the left away from the play to open that hole.
8:46 to play here in the first half, and a 17-0 Cy Falls lead. They have the ball. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends in this set. Play action for Ndunjabois. Rolls out, throws it on the run. It's going to be caught, and a big collision. No, incomplete. Good hit by Larry Molina to jar that ball loose before it could be fully caught. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Cy Falls.
Boy, Ndunjabois, he turned to the opposite side, came back over to the right side, had his receiver open in the flat on the right, and perfectly thrown pass. Give the defensive back credit for closing so quick on that play and putting a good shot on knocking that ball right out of his arms.
So 3rd down and 10. Cy Falls is 2 of 4 on 3rd down today. They've converted their first 2, haven't converted their back 2. This is going to be a throw right as he was drilled. It's up in the air, caught, no, in and out of his hands. He would have been out of bounds anyway. Intended target that time was Murray Charles. Some good coverage for Jersey Village, but give Christian Ndunjabois credit. He hung in that pocket as long as he could and took a wallop as he let it go.
You can't throw the ball any further off your back foot. That black guy was coming on top of him, and Ndunjabois was on 1 foot leaning back. And listen, he threw the ball a good, 37 yards off his back heel. Give him some credit for the throw.
Timeout.
Strange formation for Cy Falls, and Jersey Village takes the timeout, as they're not sure what to make of it there. And so on 4th and 10, we'll see what Cy Falls elects to do here. So they'll talk this over. A friendly reminder that this broadcast is brought to you by Northwest Glass and Mirror. When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, they do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family-owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind their work. Call today or visit them online, Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice. 8:25 to play here in the first half. 17-0 Golden Eagles. They're going to come out in this strange formation again. They have 2 players lined up where the offensive line would normally be. They've got 4 players. They're going to send a man in motion. And now the play clock runs and some confusion, and they're going to line up for a punt instead.
Wasn't that interesting?
It was very interesting. Almost a swinging gate formation on a punt. Instead, it's Fuentes. A high snap. Barely came down with it, but corrals it and kicks it. Fair catch called for at the 14 and made there.
Interesting. That usually see that when you're going for a 2-point conversion where you have 5. They had 5 receivers stacked on the line moving towards the end of the field. And they have 2 receivers on the far side, and right before they bring them all back for the quick kick. So not sure what to expect, but what it did do, it eliminated any type of rush on the punt itself. There's absolutely no one contesting that punt.
So the offense coming back out for Jersey Village, and it has been a bit of a struggle for them so far today to get any offense rolling here. Just 4 yards of offense so far for the Falcons in this game. Hudson hands this one off, and a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. He tried to pop free. That was Angel Ortega on the carry. He'll end up getting a gain of 2 before being dragged down from behind by Caden Jones.
Interesting to see how Cy Falls may change their approach inside the red zone now. Got that all backwards. I was thinking back to the play. It's going to be interesting to see how they change their perspective in the red zone. Now they've had that stop at the 1 yard line, because That's the whole point of the game of what they were talking about earlier about this ground and pound thing. They've got to make sure they get those scores in on the 1 yard line.
So a quarterback keeper and a gain up to the 23-yard line, it looks like here. So gain of about 6 on the play on the quarterback keeper. So Jersey Village doubling their offensive output in 2 plays from the first quarter and a half of this game. And it brings up a manageable 3rd down and 2. Jersey Village is not converted on 3rd down today. They're 0 of 4. Takes the snap. Handoff going nowhere is Ortega. James Harris with the tackle in the backfield. It is a loss of 3 on the play.
And absolutely nobody on Harris. There was no hat. No one was calling for that kid. And he came through untouched. Almost took the handoff himself.
Clock rolls under 7 to play here in the first half, and now Jersey Village has to punt. Diego De La Torre on to punt, and back deep to receive for Cy Falls is Braylon Austin. There's the snap. It's a good one. Pressure coming. It's a high kick, end over end. Takes a skip at the 39, pops straight in the air, and then a little favorable Jersey Village roll after that. And it dies at the 47.
Eagles were coming. There were Eagles coming up the middle, and they were coming up aggressively. And that blocking unit there for the Falcons did a great job holding them off because they came head on to them right in front of that kicker.
6:24 to play here in this opening half. That has been pretty much all Cy Falls, 17-0. Set up at the Jersey Village 46, 1st and 10 here for the Golden Eagles. And Dunjibwa, the quarterback, lined up in the pistol. 4 receivers, trips to the left side, and Dunjibwa looks over, gets the calls from the sidelines. Play clock down to 9, looking at his book here on his belt. Down to 4, it's going to be a screen play outside again to Madkins, and Madkins popped around a couple players and then gets thrown down at the 40-yard line. Coming away with the tackle was Micah Nelson. It'll be a gain of 6 on the play on the little receiver screen.
Somewhere in that offensive coach's corner, they said, why is Madkins only a receiver for us? And that's really what he has done so far coming into tonight. There was no rushing stats on Madkins at all.
And yet he's got 2 rushing touchdowns.
I know. And I'm sitting there going, why wouldn't you hand it off to this kid?
And an interception, by the way, on defense as well.
He's going to play the school song here in a little bit.
He's been all over the place as they hand this one off. Modest gain to the left. As it was Deron Simpson with the 2-yard carry.
I wonder if some of these coaches overthink their offense too much when they get down to the 1 and 2 yard line. And I know it changes because you have limited boundaries, but for what you see working on a regular basis coming this far, it seems like you can make a simple adjustment to that. That's why I'm probably announcing and not coaching because I don't know. But it just seems like at the 1 yard line.
There's a reason we're up here back on her at the end of the day.
I think that's probably it. If they were here, they would tell us exactly what it is.
Handoff, and not able to get the first down that time was Simpson. He cut to the left and was flattened by a host of black jerseys led by Shyrone Williams that time, and it's actually going to be no gain on the play, and will bring up 4th down and 2. So Cy Falls, after converting their first 2 third downs, have gone 0 for 4 since then.
Yeah, Falcons have stepped up defensively here. They've made a couple adjustments on their side, stacking that box a little bit stronger and trying to keep this offense at bay. This is going to be the biggest test so far for this defense. 4th
down and 2. They're going for it here. It would be a big stop for Jersey Village if they can get the stop. Handoff and a first down and a lot more here. And cutting back is Simpson to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Cy Falls, a 38-yard touchdown run by Deron Simpson, the sophomore.
Boy, what a great play coming back to the right side, getting that big hole. He was contacted about 2 yards on the defensive side, but kept those legs moving and breaks out to the right side to get into the end zone. And I love the fact that young Carzell Davis is making a heads-up play. You don't expect a freshman that stays with the play that long, making a downfield block to spring in for the extra 5 yards to lead to that touchdown.
23-0 Cy Falls, trying to add to it here with an extra point. 4:19 to play before the half. Cardenas for the extra point. It's up. It's good. 4:19 to play here in the first half. It's 24-0 Golden Eagles on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
4:19 to play here in the first half. It's a 24-0 Cy Falls advantage. And the Golden Eagles looking to kick it off here. In a game that has basically been theirs from the jump. Their defense has played spectacular. Just 11 yards of offense for Jersey Village in this game.
Well, you know, they have a history with defense, and, you know, they pride themselves on being a defensive team, and they know defense wins championships. How many times do you hear that cliche?
Yep. Cy Falls gearing up to kick this one off. Cardenas will do the kicking. Play clock down to 5. Cardenas is going to scoop it in the air, and it's going to be fielded and fair caught at the 42-yard line. Is making the fair catch was Caleb Fuqua. And so now a late flag comes
I
in.
was about to say, I've never seen so much contact on a fair catch without a flag.
Kick-catch interference, I think, is what this is going to be for. Chris Brister, not a happy camper, as he'll walk over to the sideline and pop his headset off. And meanwhile, the officials discussing this at the 35.
Maybe they were thinking it's just, you know, whatever type of contact it was after the play, after it came down, but he had room to make the catch.
The receiver did not give a valid fair catch signal above his head, waving twice. Therefore, it's an invalid. There is no flag. First down.
Interesting. The valid fair catch signal pops up every once in a while.
Came up a little bit late, maybe gave it a half-baked wave with his arm not fully extended above his head.
And so Jersey Village will run it here. It's going to be a handoff to Perkins, and doesn't get far. In fact, will maybe gain a yard on the play. No, won't even get that. It'll be no gain, as he's tackled by a combination of Gabriel Collins and Gavin Larks.
Boy, Eagles defense, they are just swarming the football right now. And to your point earlier, just no yardage so far here for the Falcons, trying to get something pieced together.
Second down and 10 for Jersey Village. Shotgun formation, takes the snap. Going to be a play action throw on the run, caught at the 40 and then pushed out of bounds, and then a late hit flag coming in, 2 of them. And that will move Jersey Village up a little further.
Absolutely.
Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds, number 19 of the defense. 15 yards from the out of bounds spot. First down.
Saw it. I mean, no need for that. Play was clearly out of bounds. Defensive back coming a little bit frustrated, knocking him back out into the middle of the remaining roster there on the Eagles side. But, man, you're up 24-0, man. Just play the game. Let's go to work.
So that'll move it all the way up to the 36-yard line.
I think I'd rather them be too aggressive than have to coach aggressiveness into them. So that would be my point of the day there.
Going to be a play action quarterback keeper trying to find a seam, and he gets bludgeoned. Albert Allen coming in for the hit. Maybe a loss of a yard or so on that play to bring up second down and 11. Officially, it'll be no gain, so second down and 10.
Need to find a little bit more fight in that offensive line right there for the Falcons. They're getting pushed around a little bit. They had some pretty good ball control early in the game. They're just trying to find just a couple breaks here, but that defense, man, they are coming on strong onto them.
Takes the snap, drops back to throw. Hudson looking, pocket collapsing, and a nice tackle in the open field that time by Albert Allen.
That pocket collapsed quickly, and Allen, I mean, he is a pretty fast defensive back. He comes back and grabs him right below the knees all the way down to his ankles and tripped him up, but there was nothing in front of him. That was a touchdown-saving play.
So third down and 8 now after a gain of 2, and Jersey Village, again, has not converted a third down today. They are 0 of 5. Trying to convert one here on third down and 8, coming up on the 2-minute timeout. We're going to send a receiver in motion. It's going to be a pitch. A flag is on the play and not getting very far. Stuck that time at the 32. Nice hit by Kason Warren, but let's check the flag.
Offsides on the defense, number 32. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, third down.
So it's going to be a penalty on Cy Falls, actually, for jumping off sides, and it turns a third down and 8 into a third down and 3. I was wondering for a second, Mac, there why Chris Brister looked so angry, and that's why.
He's staring right at his guy. It's Austin Chavis over there. He's lined up in the neutral zone, so he sees him clearly there. I don't know if he was trying to or say something to him or get his attention or what.
This is the 2-minute timeout. Please reset the game clock. 2 minutes.
How about that whistle?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like when you whistle into an open microphone here at the very center. So we've reached the 2-minute timeout. A big third down and 3 coming up here for Jersey Village on the other side. It's 24-0 Golden Eagles on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
2-minute timeout is past us now. Jersey Village on third down and 3, trying to get a big conversion here. They're 0 for 5 on third down so far today, trailing 24-0. Sends the tight end in motion from left to right, takes the snap. This is going to be a quarterback keeper trying to change direction. A big hit. He fell forward, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. Got down to the 28-yard line. It'll be about a yard short, and it looks like Jersey Village is going to go for it here.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I mean, Hudson, that's all he had. He was trying to find that little bit of a crease in the middle there, and he pulled that ball back up over the top of his head, which was a little bit risky. But
Hudson's going to line up under center. Let's see if they just try and do a good old tush push here, and they will, and this is going to be very close. I don't know if he got it. I think he only got a yard. And he did not get it, and that's a turnover on downs.
That's nothing but the old good old-fashioned quarterback sneak, and they're just trying to run it through that B gap or the A gap, and there's nothing there.
And again, give Cy Falls' defense credit today. They have been getting the push on the defensive
measurement,
side.
Please.
Oh, no, they're going to measure. Interesting here. This doesn't look from the eye test like it's a first down, but they are going to measure. Jersey Village is pleading their case, but this looks, it looks like it's a full yard short. It looks well short. Do we have virtual measurements in high school?
Clearly a yard short of the first down. First down.
And yeah, all they had to do was give it the eye test there. No index cards needed. So a $1.24 still to play in the half, and Cy Falls can try and add to their lead here. They have one timeout remaining, with the $1.24 on the clock. chance here to try and add to their lead. We'll see if they run a 2-minute offense here with the final 84 seconds left to play here in this second quarter. It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Ndunjabwa, and he'll get up to the 29-yard line, so just a gain of 2 on the play. Making the tackle that time was Nathan Reyes. Clock continuing to burn, and now whistles, and I'm not sure what for. Cy Falls take their last time out, or I don't know, everything's been frozen all of a sudden. And now we resume play with 25 on the game clock. Interesting. So here we go. It's going to be a pass play for Ndunjabwa. Turning, looking, running, and ducks out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So a gain of 6 on the quarterback keeper. And it's 3rd down and 2 for Cy Falls. Clock has stopped with 52 seconds left with the run out of bounds.
Well, you know, Cy Falls just trying to make a statement score here before the halftime gets here. And boy, in Village, man, they got to make a big-time stop here.
Handoff, turning to the outside, a 1st down, and a late flag flies in right as the tackle is made, but this may be coming back.
I think they're giving a hold on Madkins on that left side on that run. He's kind of looking back at him like, talking to me?
Let's see what the call is. Still waiting for it, but it does look like this one's coming back.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 3rd down.
So that'll back them up. Turns a 3rd down and 2 into 3rd down and 12 with 45 seconds left to play. And again, Jersey Village still has all 3 of their timeouts. So they could, if they get a stop here, they could call a timeout and try and put together a quick 30-ish second drive or so.
Boy, that would be mecca for these guys right now at this point. Trying to get 2 good stops right here and get the ball back with 30 seconds.
This is going to be a pass here for Ndunjabwa. Turns to the right side, trying to roll out. Couple head fakes and makes one man miss. Not the second. A big hit. And a little bit of extracurriculars afterwards, and the clock is stopped with 30 seconds to play here in the first half. It's, as it stands, a gain of 9.
Well, you might get one play, maybe a couple plays for Jersey Village after they punt this thing.
Let's see. I didn't see Jersey Village call a timeout. Maybe they did.
They did. I mean, right when the play stopped, I was looking. They didn't get out of bounds. I think he was just right on top of it. It was a good coaching move on their part.
Well, the official still has not said anything, which is a little interesting, and hasn't sent both teams to their sidelines either. So. And now a flag comes in, and the play clock was down, but one official's waving it off, and there's still a bunch of confusion here on this football field.
Oh, so your point, they never reset the play clock.
Due to the helmet coming off, stopping the clock, Jersey Village has elected a 10-second runoff. Please reset the game clock to 20 seconds.
So that
20
was
seconds.
That was the issue.
And started on my signal.
So the clock, yeah, it came off for a helmet coming off. And Cy Falls may not even have to punt this away if they don't want to. Because the clock's going to run. And yeah, there's a difference between the game clock and the play clock. So they're just going to let this run out and not even punt it. And Jersey Village won't stop them. And that will be the end of the first half. So an interesting ending to the half, but it's all Cy Falls. 24-0 is the score at the break. Halftime show coming up here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out. and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield? The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, U.S. Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, U.S. Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or a private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Second half just about ready to get underway here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. Cy Falls leading Jersey Village 24-0 is your tally. Jersey Village, they won the toss, elected to defer, so they will get the ball here to start off the second half. Back deep to receive for Jersey Village is Josiah Hamilton and Jeremiah Reyes. A game that Jersey Village's offense, and give credit to Cy Falls' defense, has struggled to get anything going against Cy Falls.
I mean, that Cy Falls defense has been suffocating in the first half. We talked about this was going to be a run and a ground play. They've thrown the ball pretty good. I mean, we've seen some good attempts out there, but this defensive front force for the Eagles, just been awesome.
Kicking it deep here for Cy Falls will be Julian Cardenas. Back to Jersey Village. It's a high pooch kick, fair caught at the 31. As that is Brad Sheehy, the tight end, the up man, making the catch. So that's where this drive will start for Jersey Village here. 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, see a lot of that pooch kick, and we talk about it every single week, seems like, and trying to find the advantages of it. And I think it just keeps the threat of someone running that thing back, and you can get the fair catch in the 31-yard line. But in a game like that where you're leading by 24, kick that sucker deep, man, see if you can pin him back. And Jersey Village certainly like a chance to run it out, I bet. See if they can make some kind of play happen here on special teams.
So they'll break the huddle and come out here trying to get their first points of the game. Jersey Village is. It's 24-0. Cy Falls takes the snap. This is going to be a pass play, throw intended for Sheehy, but it's incomplete. Defended that time pretty well by Cameron Colvin. The quarterback Hudson took a hit as he let that ball go, and he gets up a little gingerly, kind of favoring his left shoulder.
Boy,
it's going to stay out there.
Desperate throw from his back heel. Harris and Coleman coming right up the middle, and both of those got a free shot right on top of the quarterback.
Second down and 10. 6 seconds into the second half here. Hudson takes the snap. Handoff going nowhere that time is Ortega, and the tackle for loss that time is Caden McCarty again, -1 on that play. Back to the 30, and it's 3rd down and 11.
I like the way McCarty plays. He's playing with such passion out there. Every time he makes a big play, he's looking at the sideline, raising his arms, looking for his fan club. He is celebrating his sport tonight.
3rd down and 11 for Jersey Village. They are 0 of 6 today on 3rd down. Hard count. Hudson going to throw, chucks this one up. There is a man down there, but it's incomplete, and a late flag comes in.
He just cuts that one absolutely loose. Isaiah Billings running with him step for step, and I think he felt like he was completely beat. He just turns around and grabs him from behind. But I think if he lets him run, I think the pass out, you're not going to pull it in. It's going to be way over his head.
This is going to be defensive holding.
Pass interference, number 2 of the defense. Yep. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
It is a penalty on or a pass interference penalty, I should say. So this is the first time Jersey Village has moved the chains on third down today, and it comes via the penalty on Cy Falls. It's about the only thing that Cy Falls has not done too well today. They have 6 penalties here early in the first half, or second half, I should say.
I think if you're a coach over there winning 24-0, you're probably okay with it at this point.
Takes the snap. Hudson's going to throw. He's under pressure and gets bottled up and sacked back at the 36-yard line. Again, it is Caden McCarty coming up with the big play.
Boy, McCarty, he is... He's again celebrating the win. Sticking his arm out there, doing the windmill with the right hand, pointing to his fan club. Looks like he could be a rock star out there on the field.
He's having a good time today.
He's playing air guitar. He's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. He's having a great time tonight.
Second down and 16 for Jersey Village. And a 24-0 Cy Falls lead. They're going to send a receiver in motion. Takes the snap. It's going to be another pass. All-out blitz from Jersey Village. They set up the screen, though. It's complete to the 40 and submarined near the original line of scrimmage at the 35-yard line. A good tackle put on there by Gabriel Collins, but they set up the screen very well that time to Reyes.
Boy, and Hudson paid for it. Hudson did a great job hanging in there. He had 3 defenders coming right on top of him full stream and finally getting that ball out. Nice job of getting it out and nice gain on the play.
Third down and 10 from the 45-yard line here for Jersey Village. 9:55 to play and counting in the third quarter. 3 receivers, takes the snap, dropping back, looking, evades 1 tackle, evades a second, and somehow evades a third, but it's the 4th, 5th, and 6th that will bring him down back at the original line of scrimmage as Hudson goes down. A slew of players, including James Harris and Liam Madkins, in on that tackle. Can't convert on the third down, and so it'll be 4th and 10 now for Jersey Village. Punting unit comes on here with 9:19 and counting here to play in the third quarter. Punting unit on, it's Diego De La Torre to punt it here for Jersey Village. There's the punt. It's a high one. Davis going to watch it take a hop in the air and then a roll to the 28. They say it was touched there initially. It rolled a little further to the 26, but they're going to mark him down at the 28-yard line, and that is where this drive will start here. 26-yard punt for the Falcons, and Cy Falls will take back over here with 8:49 to play in the third quarter, leading 24-0. See if they elect to run it a bit more with the comfortable lead and see what they can come up with here. Already in front by 3 touchdowns and a field goal. And Dunjabois, check that. It is Derbigny, and he's going to hand this one off, and some space, a couple break and tackles past the 40 to the 41-yard line, gain of 12 on the ground by Wilson. That's his biggest carry of the night by far. The tackle made on the play by Cale Thigpen, the junior defensive end. 8.5 and counting here to go in this third quarter. So a 24-0 Cy Falls lead. Derbigny still in at quarterback. They send the man in motion across. Takes the snap, gonna fake a pitch, and Derbigny's gonna keep it and get hit hard at the 49-yard line. So a solid gain of 8 for him on the play. He's the 6th different player to have a carry today for Cy Falls. The first contact made there by the linebacker Nathan Reyes.
That's good to get some other kids in there and get some more plays on that Eagle side, because it's mainly been Wilson and Simpson doing all the heavy lifting for these guys all year long. Great time and great opportunity to develop some more of your talent here.
Coming up on 7.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. This is going to be a zone read, a handoff to Simpson, and he made the first man miss. Might have fumbled the ball. Jersey Village is claiming they have it, and they do. Recovery that time on the fumble by Caleb Suvans. And Jersey Village has their second takeaway on defense here of this game.
Boy, uncustomary for Simpson to let that one spit out of his arms, man. Coming into the night with 9 TDs, and didn't really seem what the fumble ratio was for him, but uncustomary for him to put one on the ground at this point. But good opportunity now for the Falcons to do something to cut into this lead here, 7:29 to third.
1st and 10 for Jersey Village from their own 47-yard line. Two receivers, two tight ends, two running backs in this set for the Falcons. Takes the snap. It's a bit of a low one. We have a flag on the play and a handoff to Perkins. Gets him up to the 47 inside Cy Falls territory. As it stands, it's a gain of 6, but let's check the flag.
Legal formation. 5 men in the backfield, number 51. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
Boy, that's when Norris is going to look over there and like, boys, you just got to line up right. I mean, that's just kind of a mental mistake that I'm sure he's going to have a conversation with a couple of players about after this game.
So a 5-yard penalty, just the third penalty of the game on Jersey Village for a grand total of 30 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15 back at the 42 for the Falcons. So we approach 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Takes the snap. Handoff, zone read here to Perkins, and he gets a nice little push up past the original line of scrimmage to the 48-yard line. So gain of 6 on the play, and
yeah, great
bring
job.
Up 3rd down and 9.
Great job by Perkins. Perkins doing a good job going through that hole, just riding the wave of momentum of his offensive lineman on the right side and picking up that yardage.
Excuse me, 2nd down and 9 after the penalty. Tight end, 2 running backs in this set. 2 receivers. They're on the right side of the line for the Falcons. Takes the snap, bit of a low one. Handoff again to Perkins, and again he cannot get very far. In fact, he's going to lose a yard on the play. Is coming up with the tackle for loss was Albert Allen.
Boy, Allen was right on top of him. Him and his running buddy Brady Deering coming up making a stop and just getting a lot of push on that right side of that offensive line. And nowhere for these running backs to go at this point.
Just to give you a good idea, Mac, of how good this Cy Falls defense has played, their longest amount of yardage in a single play they have given up that was not a pass is 7 yards. Cy Falls defense has played outstanding today. 3rd down and 10. Jersey Village 1 of 8 on 3rd down. It's going to be a throw to the tight end, and he gets taken out of bounds, or just barely inbounds, and now a flag.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 11 of the defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
And again, Jersey Village gets another 3rd down conversion thanks to a penalty on Cy Falls, their 7th of the game.
I know Cy Falls is getting a few of these penalties late, and you know, the game
that will be penalized from the end of the run.
The game is about aggression, and you got to continue to push that aggression. I would rather have to temper somebody back than to push them forward, and they are just showing that aggression this entire game, and they're getting more aggressive in the second half than they were in the first half. So you're sitting over there, your coach, you're like, boys, get after it, man. Brister's like, bravo, keep it coming. I'll take a couple penalties on 3rd down if I have to. May have to clean it up in a close game, but tonight I like your aggression.
They're going to run an option play here. Popped into the first defender. Gets up to the 32-yard line. So a gain of 4 on the quarterback keeper that time. Coming away with the tackle was Gabriel Collins.
You know, we're getting a chance to call a lot of different defenders on this Eagles team as well. They're doing a great job of staying disciplined. Linebackers are doing a great job of filling their holes when they need to, and a lot of kids are getting a chance to get in on these defensive plays.
2nd down and 7. It's going to be a chuck deep down the field, but incomplete. Intended for Jaden Bingham, but covered that time by Isaiah Billings, and the throw was a little too far out in front as well, so that falls harmlessly to the turf, incomplete. I'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
You know, at least I like the fact that Hudson's going to cut it loose every once in a while, give the receivers on that one-on-one coverage over there on the far side a chance to run under one. So just control that pass, that tempo just a little bit longer. I think that's something he needs to grow into as the rest of the season progresses here for him.
3rd down and 7 for Jersey Village. They are 2 of 9 on 3rd down. They're going to send a receiver in motion. Looks like Cy Falls is in man, and looks like they're going to get another sack back at the 37-yard line. It is a loss of 4 on the play. Cy Falls' defense has been everywhere, and this time it's Albert Allen with the sack.
There's no answer for that blitz so far from the Eagles. They are coming from every single direction. They're bringing a minimum of 3 every time there's a blitz package, and every one of those defensemen are getting across that line, and that's just so tough there for Hudson to hang on. He's scrambling for it. He's not even really getting much time to throw it. That last big play, he just had to cut it loose to give his receiver a chance, but
they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 11. Jersey Village don't have much to lose here, down 24-0. Blitz coming again, stepping up in the pocket, throws it on the run, caught at the 30-yard line, but it'll be well short of a 1st down, just a gain of 7 on the play, and another turnover on downs for Jersey Village. Cy Falls takes back over at their own 30-yard line.
Why, looking at Liam Madkins out there, watching him on both sides of the field, he comes up and makes that just a big thumping hit right there on that receiver to knock him down and take the play away from him. But he looks so athletic out there. It looks like he does it effortless. When he runs, he looks effortless. Even when he tackles, he looks effortless. But he is such a strong young man out there.
And Dunjabois back in at quarterback, 4-receiver spread here. He's in the pistol, takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to the running back Collins, and he won't get too far. Up to the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Tackle made that time by Landon McAfee. It's going to be a gain of 3 officially on the play.
You remember when football used to be nothing but running plays? I mean, it wasn't that far back where offense, you just ran the ball all the time. Every once in a while, on occasion, we're going to set one up in the air.
They're going to try for a screen, but it doesn't work. The throw didn't even come out from Ndunjaba, and he gets taken down in the backfield way back at the 29, so it's a loss of 4. Sack on the play there officially for Jersey Village. That was Leo Barbour coming away with the sack. It's 3rd down and 11 now for Cy Falls.
Talking to one of these other coaches there, and one of his receivers was complaining, like, Coach, I'm not getting the ball enough. They need to throw the ball more. And this is an old school coach. He's like, boy, back when it was 25, 30 years ago, we never threw the ball. You're lucky you're getting 5 touches.
And Dunjaba's going to chuck it downfield. Had a man there and hit him in the mitts and falls incomplete. Might have been broken up partially. It was Murray Charles, the intended target, and maybe Jeremiah Reyes got a little piece of that football to knock it loose.
That was a big-time pass by Ndunjumwa, man. He cut that sucker loose. It wasn't a hopeful pass. It wasn't one of those throw it up and let's just see who comes down with it. There was a fly route, and he threw that thing on a dart and led him perfectly. And I think the defender, to your point, Zach, I think he just got a little bit of a mitt on it, just deflected it right at the last second.
So punting unit on for Cy Falls today. Haven't seen them punt too often today. Good snap. The kick is a top spinning spiral and fair caught at the 41 through a lot of traffic. A time by Jeremiah Reyes. And so 30-yard punt, and that's where Jersey Village will start this drive here. Still trailing 24-0 with 2:24 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Well, right outside that fair catch, man, it was love for the Eagles and win for the Falcons. Man, they were head-to-head and made that big collision right beside that fair catch. And actually, wind came up just a little bit, shook it up from that play. But good hard-nosed defense and special teams by both those players.
So 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line here for Jersey Village. Takes the snap. This is going to be a handoff to a new running back, and getting plastered after a gain of about a yard that time is, again, a new running back. Picks up a yard, and officially he is a receiver. That is Caleb Fuqua coming up with the carry that time. As we approach 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter.
And it's Madkins coming up making the stop again for the Eagles.
2nd down and 9. for the Falcons. Still Fuqua is the running back here for Hudson, the quarterback. Takes the snap, play action, rolls out, throws it on the run. That one's going to be caught. 50 and pushed out at the 41-yard line. So they go from 41 to 41. That is an 18-yard gain. That is the longest gain of the night for Jersey Village.
Boy, great play out there. Good hands on the receiver, pulling that one in, and had some open space before getting knocked out of bounds. Knocked forward and out of bounds. Picked up another 3 yards after contact.
.122 to play here in this quarter. Jersey Village lines it up, handoff to Fuqua, and he's going backwards. Forward progress will limit the damage to a loss of 4. About 4 Cy Falls jerseys surrounding him, but Caden Jones was leading the charge of white jerseys.
Boy, he had an escort of Coleman and Allen right there with him. Again, you're talking about that blitz package coming in there. You got 2 and 3 defensive players here for the Eagles on every single play.
Under a minute to play here in this third quarter. Still a 24-0 Cy Falls lead. And a false start on Fuqua.
False start, number 84 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
And that'll back them up from a 2nd and 14 into a 2nd and 19. Jersey Village has remained fairly penalty-free in this game. A couple of hold, pass interference, and a couple false starts, and that's been it for the Falcons. Clock rolling down from 20 seconds. They'll still have to snap it at least one more time here in this third quarter. Sends the receiver in motion, takes the snap. Hudson going to pass. They're trying to set up the screen. That one is caught and taken down at the 50-yard line is Gabriel Collins with the tackle. Sheehy with the catch. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. So we have played 3 here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. It is 24-0. Cy Falls over Jersey Village on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Start of the fourth quarter here.
Well, that was big tight end over there. I like the way Sheehy is handling himself over there. They need to use him more of a target. He brings it in. He's getting some yardage after the catch. He's a big, strong-looking young man, and he can actually handle that ball and handle that pressure pretty well. He came up after that last play, visibly kind of upset that he didn't get more out of that play.
3rd down and 19. Blitz coming for Cy Falls. Got away from the first man. Still ducking around is Hudson, and he's finally taken down for a sack back in Cy Falls territory, or Jersey Village territory, at the 46-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play. And a man is down for Cy Falls. Looks like it's just a cramp. We'll go ahead and keep it here. A friendly reminder that this broadcast is brought to you by the Collette King Team. Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team. Give Collette a call at 713-206-7653. Early stages of the fourth quarter here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium as they continue to stretch out the injured Golden Eagle player. Looks like he was just dealing with some cramping, and he'll pop up.
Hey, if any consolation, it was a tie in the third quarter. No team scored. That's an interesting stat there, that no one put any points on the board here in the third quarter. And this defense for the Eagles, we keep just proclaiming how well they are playing, and they are. We got to give them a lot of credit here tonight. Jersey Village, they've come up with some pretty good defensive stops on their own on occasion. They've done some good things. They've led up some of those big plays in the first and second quarter. But they have made a fair share of good stops here. And if they can build a little momentum off what the defense is doing, maybe get a special teams win at some point. They did get a turnover. Couldn't make anything happen on that one. But if they can pull a little bit more offense, just connect on a couple of those passes that team would be 50-50 balls with a little bit more intention, they could save a little face here in this game.
So 4th down and 23 for Jersey Village. They are punting it away this time. It is a end-over-end spiral, takes a skip, and then a favorable Cy Falls roll up to the 30-yard line. And that is where it is down, and that is where Cy Falls will start this drive, leading 24-0 with 11:27 to play in regulation. 24-yard punt on the play.
I would just think it's going to be a steady dose of running backs on this next run. They'll probably get a few more young players in here to get some carries. And, if you're going to go back to Wilson and Simpson and continue to feed them on occasion, but this has just got to be something just to chew up clock throughout the rest of this quarter.
1st down and 10. Derbigney back in at quarterback here for Cy Falls. He's got 2 running backs lined up on either side of him. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff and getting a little bit of a second effort push for a gain of 3 that time as the Cy Falls running back who unpeels himself from the pile, and that's Gabe Wilson.
Wilson doing a good job. He gets a lot of touches from a receiver standpoint and now getting a few touches from a running back standpoint, but good to see him, being a dual threat here for the Eagles and getting a chance to have a couple ways to contribute in this team.
Handoff here on this next snap, trying to turn the corner and getting away for a second. Late flag flies in. Deron Simpson on the carry, but let's check the flag. As it stands, it is a gain of about 9 for a 1st down, but let's see what the laundry is about. Looks like this one might be coming back.
Holding, number 18 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 2nd down.
It's on the sophomore wide receiver, Andre Lewis, who's getting a little playing time now. And that'll back it up from a 2nd and 7 into a 2nd down and probably 17 here, unless they rule that they gave him a little bit of a gain, and I think they did. So they gave him a bit on the carry. It was a spot foul, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. Takes the snap. Derbigney gonna kind of a jump throw along the sidelines. That one's gonna be caught and plowing over one defender and finally brought down at the 43-yard line. Big gain there. Coming up with the tackle was Brandon Gilbert.
Boy, Derbigney looked good on that little pass play. Direct snap back into him in the gun and finding that receiver, and again, not putting air in it with great intent. Just kind of a little one hop and right over the top and finds his receiver. And nice job of getting the yardage after contact for picking up 25 yards on the play.
It's just the 5th completed pass Cy Falls has had today. And a handoff up to the 42, gain of just a yard on the play for Wilson. Coming up with the tackle that time was Shyrone Williams.
It's interesting to say the 5th completed pass? Only 5th pass?
Yep.
Do you ever look down at those stats and sometimes like, do I got that right?
Yes. A lot of times I do, Matt Conner.
Like, I've done that before. I'm like, did I really say that? If someone's going to call me and they're going to fact check me on that stat real quick, but you're right. They just haven't put the ball up that much.
It's been a steady diet of runs for the Golden Eagles for the most part. It's going to be a fake pitch, and Derbigney's going to keep it, and then he gets walloped at the 42, so no gain on the play. Coming away with the tackle that time was Nathan Reyes for Jersey Village, and it's 3rd down and 9 here for Cy Falls. They're 3 of 7. 3 of 8 on third down today.
You know, between Wilson and Simpson, I mean, 74 runs for 623 for Wilson, 40 runs for 523 for Simpson coming into the night. They are just working those two gentlemen to death out there.
Trying to set up the screen and not getting very far was Tristan McCoy, new wide receiver in for Cy Falls. He's a sophomore. He'll pick up a gain of 2 on the play. So that'll bring up 4th down and 6, and it looks like Cy Falls is going to keep the offense on the field here. 8:20 to play and a 24-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Takes the snap. It's going to be a chuck, and down the field, there's a man there. Diving catch into the end zone. Touchdown.
What a great pass and catch all the way down there to pull that in, diving into the end zone, and he had it just on a dime, coming right down into the receiver's arms. He had great separation. That play was a lot closer than it needed to be. He had that defensive back beat by a good 4 yards, and he had to kind of slow up just a little bit to pick up the pass, but don't let that comment take away how good of a pass that actually was.
That was, by the way, Ndunjabo was back in for that throw at quarterback and completed it to Andre Lewis. 40-yard touchdown pass. Here's the extra point. It is up and good. So 31-0. Cy Falls in front with 8:04 to play in this ball game. You're listening to the Varsity Wires Radio Network presented by the Collette King Team. Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before. $8:04 to play here in this game. It's 31-0. Cy Falls over Jersey Village.
Boy, that's what makes that Cy Falls team so dangerous. You're telling me that's the 8th pass of the game.
Yep.
For 40 yards after they get a stody dose of running where they're averaging 215 yards per game out there. And by the time you figure out a way to stop the big boys running up the middle.
Good old play action pass.
Oh my gosh, you got Ndunjabo to be able to throw that thing over the top. Man, that's pretty awesome.
Pooch kick for Cy Falls, going to be fielded at the 24-yard line and returned here, and not a lot of space before it closes fast at the 35. And now late flags come in as there's a little bit of chippiness. Tackle that time is made by Demarius Garriott, and the return was from Brad Sheehy. Let's check the flag, though.
After the play was over, we had personal fouls on both teams. 16, right? And also on the defense, those outset, first down.
I got the numbers a little confused of who got what.
Hey, they're just figuring out what each guy's going to do after the game. They're just having a nice little friendly conversation out there. No harm done.
So it'll be offsetting penalties. That is where Jersey Village will start this drive like nothing ever happened at the 38-yard line. Looks like we have a new quarterback in for Jersey Village. A helmet goes flying on a handoff that results in no gain. The new quarterback is Champion Ellis, who also plays some wide receiver. And the carry that time was from Ortega. No gain on the play.
And good Ellis in there. Give him a few snaps. He might be the guy running this offense next year as you're going to be graduating Hudson and then had a great high school career playing football. So we wish him the very best of luck if we don't get to see him again on Varsity Wires, man. What a nice young man.
Takes the snap and flags fly.
Rapid snatch fraction. On the offense, number 61. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Jacob Espinoza jumped a little early that time.
Yeah, Thigpen's like, hey, don't be hanging that penalty on me, man. It was him. It was him. He was the one that jumped early.
2nd and 15 now from the 33-yard line. It's as we approach 7 minutes to play here in regulation. 31-0 Cy Falls in front. Bit of a low snap. Ellis is going to throw. It's a high spiral and picked off.
Who by? Guess.
Take a guess, Mac Honer. That is Liam Madkins with his 2nd interception of the day, in addition to the 2 rushing touchdowns he's had. I think he might be our player of the game.
He certainly is a candidate for it tonight. He is doing a great job. Just having such a great time out there. I just love the fellowship of this team when they're playing well. It's hard not to have a good time when you're playing well. But these guys are flying around each other. They're making big plays. They're hugging each other. They're high-fiving each other. They're playing it through the crowd. They're just having a great time flying around out here. And even in great victory that they're going to get tonight, there's still a lot of things that you know this Eagles team's going to work on when they get back to practice tomorrow. And a lot of things that this Falcons team wants to work on as they get back to practice tomorrow. So building upon momentum of what they can do to continue to build character in these young men and bring them back to right-size this offense to get them back to where they once were.
Bigney back in at quarterback here for Cy Falls. Takes the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He makes a couple men miss, makes a third, and then a frying pan of black jerseys arrive at the 50-yard line after a gain of 3 on the ground for Bigney, and so it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Boy, between the Eagles' offensive line and the Falcons' defense, quarterback was stuck in the middle, lifting him about 1.5 feet off the ground. You're helpless whenever you're lifted off the ground. They're like, where are you going to put me?
So after the tackle and after the gain of 3, it's 2nd down and 7. Cy Falls content to let a little more of the clock burn. Going to send the tight end in motion from right to left. This is going to be a keeper. Flag on the play and bouncing to the outside, and whoa, face mask and whistles and flags, and let's see, I think there might have been multiple infractions on this play. Let's check it.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
I'm surprised they let that play go on so far. I saw the jump on the left side whenever this play just developed, and the fact that they let all that go on that long.
Whistle malfunction, maybe?
Well, maybe it's a whistle malfunction, but the poor kid, who was the guy that was carrying the ball just now?
Bigney.
Oh, it was him. So Bigney, almost lost his helmet, lost his head, almost got face masked on, and it's like, hey, man.
It's kind of a sloppy play from the get-go.
How about just call it stop right at the beginning, and I don't have to risk my neck injury.
So 2nd down and 12 after the false start penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion again from right to left. Low snap, handoff. Wilson gets up to the 45 and to the 46. So it's a gain of just a yard on the play.
Jersey Village Falcons, boy, they're stepped up their defense in the 2nd half. There's no doubt about it. They got burned by that one big long play, but from a ground game, they want to defend the run. They talked about that. Defense coach by nature is what Coach Norris was talking about in your pregame interview, and he was so talkative about his seniors and how they rebound from adversity and they don't get down whenever they have a loss and they bounce back from it. I love the way that their defense has responded here in the 2nd half.
And another false start here on Cy Falls as they move a little early with 5:05 to play.
Start, number 81 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So back them up again. That's the 9th penalty on Cy Falls today. Really, that's the only thing you can look at in this game, Mac, for Cy Falls and say we got to be a little bit better on that is just the discipline. It's been penalty issues.
Yeah. When the game started, they came out with what was probably 6 or 7 really well-scripted plays, and They had a little communication issue where they had to kind of pull it back together. They couldn't get the plays run in. That maybe happened once or twice, but man, we're really picking on stuff when we're looking for opportunity there.
Bigney is going to keep it and gets tackled at the 43. So gain of just 2 on the play for Bigney. It's 4th down, and punting unit will come on here for Cy Falls.
Boy, Micah Nelson did a good job closing the gap and actually running down the quarterback. He showed some good speed on his end as well, that nice junior linebacker for the Falcons.
Punting unit on. Fuentes will send this one away off his right foot. And back deep to receive is Reyes. As we hit 4 minutes to play here in regulation. Kick is a high, tight spiral off to the right a bit. Takes a skip at the 30 and a favorable Cy Falls roll. And this will be a punt inside the 20 to the 19.
Great job of getting that one off his foot. I mean, they haven't had a showcase of punting tonight, but that was a fine punt to pin him back inside the 20-yard line.
38 yards officially on the punt, and with 3:43 to play here. All pretty much academic at this point. Cy Falls in front 31-0.
So just as a coaching staff, what you're talking about for Jersey Village, I mean, you're having a tough time. You're sitting in that number 5 district position. This is certainly not going to help your cause with the limited schedule coming up for the rest of the year here, but you've got to build them up, got to build their confidence up and continue to work for next year as they continue to persevere through this.
Handoff, and Fuqua will get folded up at the 25 after a strong push, so gain of 6.
You know, it wasn't that long ago, Village, I mean, running the table, 21. I mean,
yeah, 10-0 season that year.
Mean, what a run that they had. They went from first, and then they made the playoffs 2 consecutive years after that. Didn't make it last year with that 2-5 district record. This year, they're on the bubble. They're going to need a lot of help after tonight to see if they can get there, but there's a lot of players on that team that show great promise that can really help this team step up next year.
Takes the snap, going to be another handoff. Fuqua makes the first level miss, but is submarined for a loss at the 20. Loss of 4 on that play. Coming away with the tackle that time was Jules St. Fleur, which is my favorite name to say so far on this broadcast.
And that's the first time I've heard you say it.
Cy Falls digging into their depth chart a little bit more here with just 2:40 left to play. It's 3rd down and 9 now for Jersey Village. They're 2 of 11 on 3rd down in this game. A little bit of confusion from the receivers where they're lining up. Now they get settled.
Like to see them bust open some kind of play to really just kind of right this 3rd down drought that they've been in.
Ellis rolling out, throws it, but it's short and intercepted. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Cy Falls. It's a pick 6 for Austin Chavez. 37-0 Golden Eagles.
Not much to pick in that one. That was just an underthrown ball, a little bit of pressure on Hudson. Looks like he didn't get his hand on it correctly. He was just kind of pushing it out versus throwing it. He didn't get enough pop on that pass at all, and just right there in the middle of it was that Eagle defender to easily make a pick 6 out of that pass.
2:08 left to play. Cy Falls makes it 37-0, and extra point pending here. On to kick it is Julian Cardenas. The extra point is up and good. 2:08 to play here. And it's 38-0 Cy Falls over Jersey Village on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
.208 to play here, and Cy Falls in front after a pick 6. 38-0. Owen Fuentes on to kick it deep here for Cy Falls.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of hearing the bands play that kickoff song.
Yep.
That music.
Get the train rolling.
Get the train rolling. It is awesome. You know, I had kids that played at Langham Creek, and remember we played Cy Falls, and I had a daughter that was a cheerleader and a son that was playing football, and it was a great rivalry game. And I remember watching my sideline cheerleader daughter mouthing the Cy Falls quarterback because we knew him, and she was getting all in his business. I'm like, man, this is great Texas high school football. Even the cheerleaders are wanting to fight.
Oh, man, you love it.
It was so much fun, man. We had
Short kick.
It's a great heyday, man.
Short kick and a short return for Jersey Village up to the 41-yard line. So 2:05 left to play here, and the Falcons will take over at their own 41.
Yeah, let me date myself. That same cheerleader, she's getting married next Saturday. So.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You get any extra 20s laying around?
Champion Ellis still in at quarterback here for Jersey Village. Takes the snap, handoff, a bit of a seam up to the 46-yard line, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning on the carry
the
from
2-minute timeout.
Jaden Perkins. So 2 more minutes left in this one. It's 38-0. Cy Falls over Jersey Village on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
2 minutes left in this game. Cy Falls in front, 38-0. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff again here to Perkins, and he'll get up to the 50. Tackled that time by Julius Jackson, the sophomore.
Tell you what, that offensive line now for the Falcons showing a little promise. I don't know if that's probably subbing in maybe some of your number twos in there tonight, but very promising. They're getting a head start on that offensive line, pushing that defensive line back on these last 2 plays especially.
Final 90 seconds here. Ellis, low snap, hit the floor, and he had to just dive on top of it to prevent a turnover. So that'll back him up to the 47-yard line. Ends up being a loss of 2 on the play.
Well, I'd like to see Jersey Village stick it in the end zone, just get some momentum back on this team and for their players. Got to get it going in the right direction.
Second down, and 14. So roll under a minute to play here. Ellis takes the snap, going to be a handoff, and going nowhere again is Perkins as he gets spun around back to the 46. That's another loss of a yard.
Boy, Jalen Parks just absolutely manhandled him, just picked him up around the shoulders, lifted him off the turf, and slung him right down. So big time play there by Parks.
17 tackles for loss today for Cy Falls, Mac.
Wow. You know what? I shouldn't say wow. It's an amazing stat, but I've been watching the same game you're watching, right? And they are just awesome and swarming out there. They are all in the face of the Falcons today.
3rd down and 15 with 14 seconds left. It's going to be a handoff, and going nowhere is Perkins, and that'll do it. It's a gain of 1, and that will wrap this one up. Cy Falls wins it 38-0. Your final score over Jersey Village. The Golden Eagles now back with a winning record at 4-3. They're 3-1 in district. Jersey Village drops to 2-5. We'll take a quick break. Coming back with the post-game show, the Rapid Mailroom post-game show here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or a private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Welcome into the Rapid Mailroom postgame show. Cy Falls wins it 38-0. Your final score: Golden Eagles now with a winning record once more. They're 4-3 on the year. 3-1 in district play. Jersey Village drops to 2-5. And Mac, we have to hand out a player of the game, but I think you could make an argument that you could give it to the entire defensive unit for Cy Falls, because this is the final yardage for Jersey Village. They had 8 completed passes for 56 yards, 3 interceptions by the Cy Falls defense. rushing 35 carries for minus 10 yards for Jersey Village. The Cy Falls defense played about as good of a game as you could play today.
Suffocating defense out there. And you know who get the Showman Award? I mean, we have that on there. The Showman Award goes to Caden McCarty.
Yes, he was having a ball today.
He was. Caden was out there making sure everyone knew what was going on. And at first, when we first was doing, I'm like, he's showboating. Then I'm like, dude, he's not showboating. He's just having a great time out there playing football, man. I loved watching that kid play tonight. But you're right. You can make a beautiful case for that defense. They were swarming. They were awesome. They were relentless, and they never gave up on a play.
Our player of the game, though, we have to pick one. And this may be the fewest, from an offensive standpoint, the fewest touches anyone's had in a game. Liam Madkins, he had 2 carries for 43 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then he had 2 interceptions on the defensive side. Of Cy Falls' three picks in this game, he had 2 of them, a two-way player. And so I think he's going to be our player of the game.
Oh, I agree with it. I love watching that kid play. He was having a great time out there playing as well. He came in tonight with no rushing stats whatsoever. He's been a receiver the whole time, and I've sometime in practice, like, why is this kid not getting the chance to put the ball in his hand? And I'm sure his wide receiver coach said, put the ball in his hands at some point and let him see what he can do. Tonight he proved himself. So I don't know if that's just like a secret weapon they pulled out tonight, or they're going to start working more rushing opportunities into his hands, but he did a great job carrying the rock on those 2 touchdowns. And defensively, not only those 2 picks, just swarming the defense as well, a part of that big unit you talked about earlier in your award.
Well, that'll do it for us tonight. Next week, we will, this is kind of breaking news, Mac, we will not have a broadcast next week. We were supposed to have Cy Fair and Cy Creek, but duty calls for other work, and so unfortunately this is going to get bumped, but we are going to make up for it with a playoff game broadcast. So sponsors, you'll still get your minimum of 10 games by the time this is all said and done.
And then some. And
then some as we get into the playoffs. So our next broadcast will be Week 10, Cy Lakes and Langham Creek, in which, Mac, you're going to be doing something else again. And so Jason Metco will join us
absolutely
before you rejoin us for the final game, Bridgeland and Cy Woods.
I got a little duty here for the Cy Fair ISD district. I got to help them out on that night. So I'm sorry I'll miss you, but boy, do you have a great sidekick for that game. He's a lot of fun to listen to. So,
special thanks tonight as well to James McNew filling in for our normal spotter, Bob Ferguson, who did a fantastic job. And again, always, Bob, every week, Bob makes us sound smarter than we are. And this week, James made us sound a lot smarter than we are.
Doesn't take much.
Well, that'll do it for us. One last time, your final score. Cy Falls 38, Jersey Village 0. For James McNew, our spotter, and for my broadcast partner, Matt Kohner, this is Zach Babb saying good night from Cypress.